friends, it's Lisa here from Arcane and Stellar. I want to welcome you to the channel. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being so supportive, and for all of you that are subscribed and so kind to me all the time. I appreciate each and every one of you. So without further ado, we are going to be doing a reading I haven't done before, I don't think. And it's going to be signs that you've met the one. So what kind of signs can you expect to see in your life when you've met the one? Now we have 3 different groups. And on group number 1, we have the Empress. Group number 2, we have the Lovers. And on group number 3, we have the Magician. I usually do 4 groups, but I got these art prints in the mail along with a Kickstarter I had done. So I did a Kickstarter on the tarot deck a year ago or so, and it finally came, it finally arrived, and I was just excited to use the prints. So I thought, you know, I'll do this kind of theme. I felt like going with it intuitively, so yay! I'm glad that I get to. And yeah, so I also do want to say a really quick thank you to Eden. Eden got me this off my wish list as a thank you for the reading. I did a reading for her, and she really liked it. I guess it really helped her, hopefully. And she got me this off my wish list, and it's a beautiful, beautiful frame. And actually, my intention with that frame is I'm going to put my sister's picture in here because it has a little bird on it, and her nickname is Jaybird. So that was one of her nicknames. So yeah, it's such a beautiful frame. It's so pretty. I love antiques. Like, I love old looking things. I have like I feel like, well, I have Moon Venus conjunct in my chart, so I do feel like I tend to kind of go through waves in what I like. You know, like I can kind of be moody, like, and change my style a bit, but I do love old traditional things like this, like, you know, kind of old-fashioned things, which I guess also makes sense with the Moon conjunct Venus as well, right? But anyways, I will go ahead and get started in this reading. I encourage you to use your intuition to tune in to which pile or which group's calling to you the most, and I will see you there. Hey guys, so if you chose group number 1 here with this Empress print, this is your reading. So the Empress is the one you've chosen. So let's find out what signs you can expect to see in your life when the one comes into it. So you have a song, and your song is I Will Always Love You by Dolly Parton. So you might find that that particular song is playing more prevalently around you. You might be hearing it on the radio, maybe on the loudspeakers at the store. You're going to be hearing that song. Maybe you'll hear Whitney Houston also did a version of this too, so don't just limit it to Dolly Parton, but I think that song in particular is going to be kind of prevalent. Also, it was a really famous song in the movie The Bodyguard, so maybe for some of you, you might find that The Bodyguard's on TV or something. You know what I mean? Like that kind of thing, like maybe they were doing a rerun of it. So okay, I had to say that. I thought that'd be fun to add a song in, because I often get song synchronicities, you know, and a lot of people do actually, so I thought that might be interesting. So we have the Knight of Swords in the reverse, the Queen of Swords in the upright, and the Ace of Cups. Now I feel a few different things here for you, so I'm just going to keep going. We have Mirror, New Moon, Beauty, and Spirit Guide. So first of all, I do feel like a lot of you, when you meet the one, are going to be in the period of starting something new. We have the new moon energy here, so it might actually literally be a new moon around the time that you actually meet that person, okay? So if you think you've already met the one, go check around the time that you met them and see what the moon phase was, because it might have been a new moon. Also, let's see, there's something here about your beauty, okay? So we have beauty and we have mirror. Strangely enough, these are different decks, and there are mirrors in both of them. So one thing, especially with the Empress, you know, I intuitively just placed whichever print wherever I wanted. I didn't really plan it. It was just kind of random. But it's almost like I feel like a lot of you are going to be feeling quite beautiful, quite self-confident around the time that you meet the one. Perhaps some of you will have done something different to your hair, or done some sort of cosmetic procedure, or maybe you're doing your makeup in a different way, or maybe you get a fresh haircut. You don't have to be, by the way, wearing makeup to meet the one. This isn't only for, you know, people who wear makeup. I'm just pointing out different possibilities, okay? Just making sure that you guys know that. But yeah, there's something here about really maybe liking what's in the mirror. I also feel like you might see a lot of mirrors. And in fact, some of you might even, and this might sound a little bit wonky, but some of you might actually see a shadow in the mirror, or maybe start mirror gazing around that time, because we do have spirit guide here. So some of you might be somehow connecting via a mirror to spirit guide. That's so specific though. I feel like that won't be for most of you. So just don't take that if it doesn't resonate. Now we also have, yeah, in the spirit guide, I feel like some of you might be more into your spirit guide around the time that you meet the one. Maybe you're really digging into spirituality more. Perhaps some of you are like kind of getting your spirit guide revealed to you as well. That's also a possibility. Or you might have a better idea about that, or you're trying to search for that as well. I also feel like for the majority of you that your spirit guide is really trying to bring you with this person. Like they're trying to push you towards this person. Okay? Now, what I find is interesting is that we have the Knight of Swords in reverse and the Queen of Swords in the upright, which tells me that there's a lot of growth that you would have recently gone through when you meet the one. The Knight of Swords in the reverse can be someone who's a little bit, you know, intuitively, I mean, it can mean a few things. First of all, it might mean that your mind's a bit sharper than it was previously. Sometimes when the Knight of Swords is in reverse, there's a restless energy that could be a little bit impulsive at times as well. So it might have been that you made impulsive decisions in the past, but you're more likely to kind of look at things a little bit differently. As an example, you might also, to be honest, feel like some of you are going to be a little bit more powerful with the way that you speak. I feel like for some of you might have a glow up in terms of communication. So for those of you that struggle or have struggled in the past with like kind of speaking to people or being kind of outgoing perhaps or whatnot, it's like that sort of is dissipated, you know. There's some sort of very like open communication going on with you, and I feel like you guys are very much in charge of what you're saying. You're very honest, you're very direct, and you're not really afraid of being direct, okay, as well. There's also that Ace of Cups, which tells me you're ready for love as well. I think you're ready for it. I think that you're very much into your intuition as well. I think your intuition is going to be on point. And in fact, your intuition could even lead you to the person that you're going to be with. That's another thing I'm picking up here possibly with that Ace of Cups, is that you might be led to this person intuitively. Because you're kind of communicating a lot more with your spirit guides and your spiritual self as well. So I think you're going to be more likely to be able to communicate with that person. Or find them, you know what I mean? You'll be led to them, sort of. There also could be, for some of you, you might be getting a raise of some kind, or a promotion. Yeah, a promotion is what I'm getting for some of you as well. Yeah, let's see. What else am I getting here? Also, by the way, the signs that you'll know when you met the one, you'll know it. With the Ace of Cups, you're going to feel very strong feelings, a lot of emotions around that person. They're going to trigger a lot of feelings in you, and it's going to be different than anything you've ever felt. I think you're going to recognize it much differently, too. Like, it's going to blow all the other people or all the other situations out of the water. Like, you're going to be like, yeah, I never felt like this before. And I know we often will say that, right? We do that. Well, yeah, I never felt like this before. Especially if you're like, well, I don't know, a fire sign. Or maybe, I don't know, a lot of different signs could be like that probably. But yeah, no, but it really will legitimately be different than something you felt before, okay? Not just saying it. Or whatnot, you know. Anyways, okay, let's go ahead and get started here. I'm going to take some charms here. So, signs that group number 1 has met the one. Okay. Music is going to be very prevalent, super prevalent. You and this person are going to connect on music. You're both going to get signs from music, a lot of signs, okay? Like, no doubt about it at all. Okay. So that's funny. I thought that was kind of crazy. We also have Gemini, Libra, and Virgo. We'll get into the signs in a minute. Hold on. Let me just see what else is here. We have B. So very comfortable being yourself, okay? With that beauty in that mirror, it's like you can look in the mirror and just be happy with who you are. You're just totally fine. Like, you're not insecure. You're not... and again, here are scissors. Some of you will have recently gotten a haircut or changed your appearance, okay? There's also this energy of cutting a lot of things out of your life as an example as well. I have to say that some of you might have gone through a breakup because maybe one person was a bit immature or maybe a bit lying, and they just weren't matching your energy, okay? So that might be also the case. Okay, we have 2 mermaids. That's very, very interesting. So again, I think a mermaid is very beautiful in general. Like, so there's that energy of beauty along with the mermaid. So I think you're, again, going to feel pretty self-confident and beautiful. There's also some kind of exploratory nature that comes to me from mermaids as well. And if you think about Ariel, Ariel was always kind of hidden under the sea, and then she comes out to the surface. So it's like you're kind of coming out more and being out more, being comfortable with yourself as well. We have 2 books, so you might be reading some interesting books around the time that you meet the one. Maybe you're reading more often than usual. We have Sense and Sensibility and Little Women. So those are the 2 books. Maybe for some of you, those movies might be on TV, because those are both films as well. Like, they've been made into films. Or maybe you're rereading one of these books at the time, or something along those lines. The interesting thing about both of those books is that they include sisters in them. So if you guys do have a sister, you might be more focused on sibling relationships at that time, or focused on a sister in particular, just because those 2 particular stories do talk a lot about sisters and sisterhood, okay? So, yeah. We have the leaf here, which indicates some sort of changes and level ups, like you're letting go of certain things, leveling up other things, okay? So, and work here, the bee, you might be very busy with work, very active in work. I think a lot of you might have gone through a promotion of some kind, or will be leveling up your work in some way. There's also this, you're going to feel it. We have this always, and we have I love you with the infinity symbol. You're going to feel it when you meet this person. You'll know they're the one by just the feeling that you have. So it's not one of those things, like some people, they'll meet someone and they'll be like, I really like this person. And, you know, they may not even get together for the first year. I know a lot of great love stories like that, where like nothing even happened for the first year or 2. They were just friends, or maybe they had different things going on in their life and then they come together later. I know a lot of love stories like that, but this one is like, you know it. It's not really the energy for me of somebody who just kind of comes in and, you know, is there and then it develops later. This is more like you know it right away, okay? So, and there could be early on talk about partnership, actually, and like that sort of thing. We have Gemini, Virgo, and Libra. So these are all air signs, which tell me, not air signs, oh, sorry, Virgo's not an air sign, but it's Mercury ruled, sorry. Which is connected also to Gemini, sorry, that's what I meant by that. There's this energy of talking a lot of communication, right? And so I think you guys will have plenty to talk about. Of course, Gemini, Libra, and Virgo season might be important somehow. We also have 23. What other numbers do we have? Well, we have 1. Yeah, we don't have a lot of numbers really. Just 23. So 23 could be important. 2 plus 3 is 5, so 5 might be important as well. But yeah, so we also have like I said, those signs indicated. Gemini season obviously runs through May through June. Virgo season, late August through September. You know, most of September anyways. And then Libra season right after Virgo season. So it could be that some of you will meet like in, you know, an earlier part, and then a few months later you'll, I don't know, come together or something like that. But That's very interesting. I think right away you'll kind of understand that there's something there. Now, Virgo could mean, again, another focus on work, on daily routine, on health, on beauty. Virgo can be the sign of criticism. So again, it can be a sign that represents that critical self. So again, I think your critical self's going out the window, essentially, okay? And that is what I'm seeing for those of you that chose group number 1. I hope this was helpful and useful and interesting for you. I am excited to hear what you guys have to think about it in the comments. I want to see comments. So please let me know what you guys thought. If you've seen any of these things, what you thought. I don't know. Anything you want to write. So anyways, take care, guys, and I will see you all in the next reading. Bye. Hello, my friends. So if you chose group number 2 here with the Lovers, this is your reading. So let's find out what kind of signs you're going to be seeing around you, what's going to be happening in your life when you've met the one. So we have This Year's Love by David Gray. That's the song that you got. So like I told group number 1, this might be a song that plays, you know, when you meet this person. Around the time you might be hearing it, you might get synchronicities about it. You might hear it on the loudspeaker at the shop. You might hear it on the radio. This person could send you that song or really like that song. There might be just something about this particular song. It's interesting because that song in particular talks about like this year's love, it better last. Heaven knows it's high time. I've been waiting on my own too long. It's one of my favorite songs, actually. I thought that was pretty cool. It came up because I'm like, I love that song. Okay, let's see here what we've got. So we've got the Page of Pentacles in the upright. So starting new things, new ventures. Maybe some of you will be studying something new. Maybe you'll be a new student to something. Maybe you'll be starting a new job. There's something going on there in your life where there could be a raise as well. We have the Six of Swords in the reverse and the Two of Swords as well. I feel like a lot of you will meet this person when you're having a very difficult time making a decision. Okay? They're also, because there's that energy of resistance to change with Six of Swords in reverse, and there's that Two of Swords. It's like you're trying to find a way out of something. Okay? So something, yeah, like that. Okay, we have the Infinity with 18. So 18 could be prevalent, the number 18. And we also have this infinity symbol, which makes me think that you guys will probably be seeing infinity symbols around the time that you meet this person. Perhaps they, you know, it's going to somehow be relevant. I don't want to like push myself too much on that direction, but we have peace and passion. Let's see. So show the world the real you with full moon in Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius season could be prevalent to you when you are in this period of your life. There's also something about showing the world the authentic you. So I feel like a lot of you might be in the energy of being more authentic, or about to be. It might be about to be. I wonder if some of you might have a passion that you're going to act upon at that time frame that's very authentic to you, and maybe you were too shy to do it. Maybe you were kind of held back in some way, or you're, I don't know, maybe not acting upon it exactly. Do you know what I'm saying? There's also something here about perhaps some of you are thinking about where to go next. Maybe there's a lot of thinking about where to move next, literally, or where to travel to next. Some of you might, for some of you, there might be a trip that you had planned that gets canceled around the time that you meet the one. There also could be a distance between you and the one, okay? That might make it a little bit difficult to see each other as well, I'm getting. There's going to be like an explosive passion though between the two of you right away. Like it's going to feel very like hot. So it's weird because it might feel a lot like a very strong sexual attraction, or like that kind of attraction. But it's like it's a very strong attraction essentially when you first meet this person. Like you'll be on fire for them. They'll be on fire for you, that type of thing. It's kind of like fireworks in terms of the passion. For those of you that, especially that are on the younger side, like teenagers maybe watching, or younger people, I think you'll meet this person when you're young. I don't think you'll have to wait until you're older. For those of you that are already older, don't worry. There might just be other changes in your life around, like, you know, new starts that you're making, new fresh starts in your life that you're taking. Some of you might even be moving out on your own for the first time as well. Is one thing I'm getting, yeah. There's also some sense of peace that you're trying to find within yourself. I can't promise you that you will be in that place of peace. I think you guys kind of will be searching for that peace. I don't feel like a lot of you are going to be in it just yet. And in fact, I feel like in some way this person might bring you towards a more peaceful place. And I know it's very common for people to say, oh, you can't be in love if you don't love yourself. No, plenty of times we get in relationships that are very healthy for us when we need it. You know, we can't always be perfect. We can't always be full of self-love. As long as we're not doing anything too destructive to another person, we're ready for a relationship. You don't have to feel like you're perfect or that you're totally happy with yourself. And in a lot of ways, relationships are how we develop. So we develop through other people and through our interactions with other people. Ascendant, descendant, hello. So it's a good, healthy interaction. I think that this person might even help you make some big decisions, possibly, as well, right? So, I feel like for a lot of you, again, the attraction is going to be quite high in this. You might also be starting a passion project as well, like something you're very passionate about. So it might be a side gig or a side project that you're kind of working on. I feel like you'd be at the beginning stages of this as well. You might even be uncertain about the growth as well when it comes to the project, like whether it will work out or not work out. Okay, so let's get some charms and see what comes through. Group number 2, signs that they've met the one. Oh my gosh, I got the song Fishing in the Dark by, oh god, who sings that? Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. That's like an old kind. Oh, I got that song in my head. We have a fish here though too, so there might be something about fish around the time you meet this person. Maybe you go to a fish market, maybe you're fishing, maybe this person likes to fish. Something in regards to fish. Maybe you get a new fish, like a pet fish. Okay, let's see here. We have You Are My Sunshine, which is quite interesting. Of course, it could be sunny around the time that you meet this person, but I feel like this song might be prevalent. So this is another one that might pop up on your radio. It might pop on your playlist. This person could send it to you. Maybe this person likes this song or they reference it. Somehow that's going to play in. What is this? Oh, it's a little bunny with a tennis racket. Oh, you can't see it. Sorry, it's not focusing. I've never had this charm come out before. I didn't even know I had it. Let me see. What's this tiny one, too? Oh, and we have Hello Kitty with a little guitar and sombrero. So, first of all, we have 2 little cartoon characters. This person could play an instrument. Or one of you meets, like, and you play an instrument. That's one thing I'm getting. Again, music might be prevalent to this person and to you. We also have this little bunny with the tennis racket. So this tells me one of 2 things. It tells me either this person's into tennis or you guys have a pretty good rapport. Like you kind of go back and forth with your discussions pretty easily. There's also maybe something lucky that happens to you here with the horseshoe. So you might have some lucky stuff going on in your life at the time. Like something, like you win something, like you win a giveaway or something. It even could feel lucky that you met this person, like you came into them by chance, you know, that type of thing. We also have this cross here, which I think represents to me, my intuition saying that this is going to represent the idea that you have some sort of decision that you're feeling kind of stuck with when you meet this person. Like it's like you're at like a kind of a crossroad, like I said, or you're trying to make some sort of decision. We also have learn from yesterday, live for today, and hope for tomorrow. Very interesting. So maybe trying to figure out how to move forward in your life, maybe based off of past experiences, you know, up until your current. We have as well Cancer, Gemini, and Aquarius coming out. So 2 air signs and a water sign. You might meet them from home, talking from home, so this might be on the online. By the way, I think a lot of you could meet this person on the internet. And like I said, there could be some sort of distance because of that. Maybe not for all of you, but that might be something that's prevalent. Because 3rd house and 11th house are really kind of like online communication possibly. And then with the home, it's like feeling like you're talking to them from your home. Okay. Now, we have this key here. So again, I feel like this person has a key to help you sort of, like they're on your path to kind of help you unlock something as well. So I think that they're going to be able to help you make certain decisions and kind of unlock key events in your life in some way, like they're going to be impactful on it. We also have, again, there might be overseas. So we have this little teardrop like charm, and it has a bird and an ocean. So someone might live in a tropical climate, or you've been to the beach or something like that. Again, this can talk about incoming messages. Birds bring messages. Messages? What did I just say? Oh God, I'm sorry. This like Mercury retrograde is like not even, I don't even think it's going yet, and it's been messing me all up. We're still in the shadow period. I'm like, what's gonna happen when it's actually in retrograde? Okay. Let's see here. So we have this little coin, and somebody told me in the comments what this is, but again, Chinese coin. So that's very interesting. Some of you might find a coin on the ground as well, or come into contact with coins in particular. Maybe some of you will find a foreign coin, or one from a different country. We also have this star. So some of you might be seeing shooting stars, or seeing star imagery around you, like seeing stars kind of all over the place as an example. We also have this little cat, which looks like a funny dude. Maybe you guys will see a funny looking cat, like a hairless cat, or a grumpy cat, or some kind of funny looking cat around the time you meet this person. And then we have this swan and the bait. This is like a swan pairing. So there might be something going on with a parent around the time that you meet this person, or maybe you're a parent and something's happening with your child. For some of you, this might signify that this person is a parent. Okay, if it makes sense, okay. But yeah, that is what I'm seeing. Oh, and we have shells. Again, beach imagery might be important, or talking about going to the beach. Maybe that's something you guys will discuss. Maybe you both will bond over the idea that you like beach vacations, or again, someone might live near the sea. I love you to the moon and back. And that star, I think something about the night sky is important as well. Like I said, I feel like you'll probably see shooting stars as well when you meet this person, or when they've come into your life. So that is what I'm seeing for those of you that chose group number 2. I hope that this was interesting and helpful. I'm really excited to see what you guys have to say below in the comments, so let me know what you thought. And do you think you met the one, or that not yet? That's what I want to know. Anyways, go ahead and leave a like if you want to, subscribe if you want to, and I hope to see you guys again in the future. So I'll see you next time in the next reading. Hello my friends, if you chose group number 3 here with this Magician card, this is your reading. Well, it's not a card, it's a print, but yeah. Okay, so let's see. What kind of signs can you expect to see around you when you meet the one? So we have, first of all, we'll start with the song. And the song you got is Everlong by the Foo Fighters. So this might be a song that's popping up on your playlist a lot. You might be hearing it out and about. It's actually one of my favorite songs of all time, so I love that song. So yeah, that might be a song that's kind of popping up for you. It could be that this person sends you that song, or they like that song, or you like that song, or there's something about that song that's going to be prevalent around the time you meet the one, okay? So let me see here. We have the Chariot, the Nine of Swords, and the Ten of Wands. Okay, so the Chariot tells me that probably right around the time that you meet the one, you will have gone on some sort of road trip or some kind of trip in general. For some of you, you would have recently bought a car, or you had car issues as well, or some sort of anxiety around a car or transport, possibly. I feel like some sort of trip might happen around the time that you meet the person that is the one, though. We also have the Nine of Swords and the Ten of Wands. I have to say that a lot of you are going to be very overworked at that time, probably going through a little bit of an anxious period in your life. You might be having a hard time sleeping as well. It might be that when you meet this person, you are dealing with a little bit of insomnia, or your sleep schedule is a little bit bad, or again, maybe there's some sort of anxiety that's bothering you. The Ten of Wands tells me that you'll probably be quite busy. Maybe you'll be overwhelmed with some things. Maybe you have a lot of tasks on your hands. We have the Eagle as well. New Moon of Virgo, empowerment and financial health. So I think you'll be in a confident place, or you're going to get something that makes you feel very empowered. Some of you might actually be taking on a lot more work than previously. So some of you might be getting a promotion or have more work on your plate. In general, there's some sort of sense of financial health here. So it might be that you guys are kind of working really hard on something in your financial world. So I'm assuming it's probably going to be work, job stuff. Okay. But I do feel like you're going to feel empowered in some way. So there is a sense of empowerment that you'll have. I feel like because partially with the Chariot, life could be moving forward, or it seems like there's some sort of progress happening, even though it's hard or it's stressful. You know what I mean? It's like you feel like some sort of progress is happening. There's also that eagle imagery. And also we have 12. So 12 could be prevalent. Maybe you guys meet on the 12th, or you'll see a 12-12, or some combo of that. We have 9 and 10 as well. That's interesting. 9, 10, 1, 2. So you might see a lot of number synchronicities around that time. We have 1 over here too, by the way, 7. But I wanted to say that you might see some kind of numbers like 12-12, or like number progressions. Do you get what I'm saying? Like 25-26, or like some sort of number progressions happening. Okay. We have a time to give rather than to take, New Moon in Virgo. Some of you might be doing a lot for other people around the time that you meet the one, okay? So you might be doing a lot of tasks for other people. You might have a lot of stress on your plate. Maybe you feel like you're not getting enough for yourself as well. Or you're just coming out of that energy of maybe being very giving. New Moon in Virgo also could indicate that maybe you're doing something kind for another person, or trying to help another person. Some of you might be trying to get out of like the working class. For some of you, if you've been a working class person, you might be trying to get out of that by working on something that you feel is like outside of that frame. Okay? Because 6th house does represent the working class. Virgo does represent the working class. So it makes me wonder if like you're trying to get out of that or something, or you're building up your finances, or you're starting something new. Something along those lines. Some of you, I'll be honest, might feel like you're stuck. Like you're not getting enough money. Like for what you do, or the effort you're putting in. Let me see. Also, some of you might be paying off some sort of debt as well. That might be something as well. Because Virgo can represent like debts sometimes and stuff like that. So there might be some sort of debt that you're trying to pay off. There just might be some sort of a very strong emphasis on getting your finances in good order. You might be seeing a lot of eagles, obviously. So you might see quite a few eagles around, or in imageries of eagles. There's also a bird here. I feel like a lot of bird signs. So seeing crows, eagles, any kind of birds. They might be appearing to you quite often. Some of you might have something to do with the night sky, or maybe there's something about astrology that's prevalent here as a sign. We also have these, I'm looking at the chariot and I see these two like houses that are separated by an ocean, so I'm wondering if some of you might be at a distance from this person. And it reminds me of this song. Oh, gosh. Luch Солнце Zolotova. It's a Russian song. And there's a lyric in there. Let me think of how it's said in English. There's like a wall between us. I said like a wall came between us, and you hear it says something about hearing each other's voice. So some of you might just only talk by voice with this person. That came to me. So okay, let's see. So some of you might meet this person online. Yeah. And you hear my voice. Okay. Okay, we have a pink butterfly, so some of you might be seeing butterflies. Maybe there's something about, like, maybe this person will have a butterfly tattoo. I have one on my stomach, actually. So, like, you know, maybe there's like a tattoo or imagery or something like that of a butterfly as an example. It doesn't just have to be that you see butterflies outside. It might be that, you know, it could be related to the person as well, possibly. There also, I feel like some of you are going to be quite frustrated and weighed down around the time that you meet this person. So I don't feel like your life's all perfect. I think you might have some difficulties. You might have a lot of tasks. I see this tennis racket and I think of like kind of having to go back and forth. It reminds me of like that bridesmaid scenes where they're trying to like keep up with each other. And it might feel like you guys have just a lot on your plate, a lot of tasks. You're just trying to get a lot of things done at once. Perhaps like a busy schedule. We also have a wolf. So there might be something here about wolves, seeing wolves, or something along those lines. What else do we have? We have a piñata. Okay, so a little piñata. A little girl. That's interesting. Big heart, little heart. Stars could be important is what I want to say. Again, I see that star imagery popping up. Oh, we also have You Are My Sunshine. And I can't remember which group got it, but one of the groups got it already. And I was wondering if for some of you this song might be prevalent between you and this person. Like maybe it reminds you of them, or you hear it around them, or they mention it, or something like that. We have Pisces and Cancer. Again, I get this idea of living not in the same place. Fourth house ruler in the 12th can be like not living in a different country, actually. That's one of the things that can happen, or losing a home. But hopefully not. Let's see here. I don't think so, though. I think it's more like indicating living abroad. We have 2 keys. So I think both of you have something the other needs. Like you both have keys to each other in some way, that you have something significant, because keys represent something significant that can be unlocked, right? So it's like it's the thing to unlock something. And I feel like each of you both bring something to the other person as well. We also have this ribbon with hope. So some of you might be seeing a lot of like these types of ribbons around when you meet this person. There also might be a cause or something that this person's passionate about or you're passionate about around the time that you meet as well. Like you might be passionate about something in the political sphere or maybe health sphere or something like that. We have these two cherries. So again, I get this like imagery that you guys are both like quite compatible. Family might be something that you guys really connect on right away. You might talk a lot about family experiences. We have the scissors here, so this could indicate a change in your life, cutting out certain things. Also, perhaps working on something or getting a haircut. Some of you might get a haircut around the time you meet the one, or do something different with your hair. We have the starfish as well. Let's see. And this paw print. So I think you guys might talk about animals, or you'll get an animal, a new animal, or you'll talk, I don't know, there'll be some connection to animals. There's also this, what is this? A crown, I guess. So some of you might really get like some sort of job increase, or you're getting some sort of recognition. Because the crown kind of makes you think of somebody who's getting some sort of recognition. Piñata. You know what? I think that something about this person will surprise you when you first meet them. Like, there'll be something about this person that is unexpected. Like there's more to them than you think, or you find out some sort of secret or something different about them as you get to know them. It's not necessarily bad, I don't think, because piñatas are not bad. They're candy in them. Who hates piñatas? They're crazy. No, but yeah, that's what I'm getting. Sorry, here comes my dog. He's like, let me in the room so I can go beg for food. He's trying to get inside the room so he can go eat, so he can go beg for food and like sniff it. Okay. So, sorry. He's just so obvious, you know. Pisces and Cancer, though, prevalent here in this. So again, there might be spiritual stuff, family stuff kind of around you. There could be, like I said, different homes, like different places, far away, foreign lands, living in different places. What else could I say? Yeah, some kind of focus on the family. One of you could be feeling a little bit lost. With that, a time to give rather than take as well. So one of you might be giving a little bit to the other around the time you meet as well. Ooh, let's see, anything else? Oh, and then there's this little teardrop. It does make me feel like there could be some kind of sadness around the time that you meet, possibly. Okay? So that is what I am seeing for you guys. So these are the signs that I'm seeing. I hope that this resonates and it's interesting for you. I hope that, I don't know, have you seen any of these signs yet? What's going on? I really hope that this was enjoyable, as I said, and I hope to see you guys again in the future on the channel. Take care and have a wonderful day or night wherever you are. See ya.